You do it every day, and you don't even notice. One short word, just 2 letters, yet it quietly steers your life in the wrong direction. And the most dangerous part? You say it with the best intentions. When you say, "I don't want problems. I don't want to get sick. Just don't let me make a mistake. I don't want disappointment again." You think you're protecting yourself, but in reality, you're amplifying exactly what you're trying to avoid. And now I'll explain why. This isn't esotericism. It's not magic. It's how your brain works. Your subconscious doesn't process negation the way you think. It captures the image, and it sets your internal focus exactly on it. Want proof? Right now, don't think about a red apple. Did you succeed? Exactly. You first pictured it, and only then tried to push it away. It works the same way with your desires. When you say, "I don't want poverty," the brain paints poverty. When you say, "I don't want loneliness," the feeling of loneliness activates. Then a mechanism kicks in that almost nobody talks about. You start making decisions from fear. You start noticing confirmations. You unconsciously create the scenario you're afraid of. And that's why many people spend years getting the opposite results. Today I'll show you why the word "not" is a trap, how it rewires your attention, and how to change just one formulation to shift the trajectory of events. And believe me, after this video, you'll never say, "I don't want the same way again." So, why shouldn't you make requests to the universe with the word "not"? Have you noticed how strangely events sometimes unfold? You think, "Just don't be late," and everything starts going wrong. Traffic, forgotten keys, an unexpected call. You say to yourself, "Just don't get sick," and a few days later, you feel weak. Think, "I don't want this kind of relationship again," and eventually you meet someone repeating the same patterns. Mysticism? Coincidence? Or is there a pattern few people notice? Today we'll explore why formulations with "not" can work against us, how the brain really reacts, and why it's important not just to dream, but to direct your attention correctly. 1. The brain doesn't understand "not." Let's start with a simple experiment. Right now, don't think about a white bear. What happened? You pictured it. Our brain cannot process negation without creating an image. The image comes first. Then the "not" is added. But the image is already formed. And that's what gets fixed. When you say, "I don't want to be poor," the brain paints poverty. "I don't want problems." Images of problems appear. "I don't want to be alone." The feeling of loneliness arises. Our subconscious thinks in images and feelings, not logic. It doesn't operate on what to avoid, but on where attention is directed. 2. Attention is energy, a fundamental principle in psychology. We amplify what we focus on. If a woman believes all men cheat, her brain starts noticing exactly those situations that confirm her belief. If someone fears losing money, they constantly see risks and threats. Our brain is wired to seek confirmation for our thoughts. This is called selective attention. If you phrase your requests with "not," you fix your attention on the undesired. And attention is energy. Energy is the direction of action. Direction of action equals results. You may sincerely not want poverty, but if your internal focus is on fear of lack, you continue living in that field. 3. The difference between running away and moving toward. There are 2 types of motivation. Motivation from pain. Motivation toward desire. When someone says, "I don't want to work at this awful job anymore," they are driven by irritation, fatigue, anger. But when they say, "I want to thrive in an engaging project and earn well," they create energy for growth. The first is running away. The second is moving forward. The person running away constantly looks back. The one moving toward a goal looks ahead. These are fundamentally different states. 4. Emotion is stronger than words. The universe, figuratively speaking, doesn't respond to grammar. It responds to state. The phrase, "I don't want to be alone," is almost always filled with fear. Fear equals tension. Tension equals threat signal. And the person begins acting from that state. Clinging, doubting, checking, feeling jealous. Compare with, I choose relationships where I feel love and peace. Notice the difference? Not only the text changes, but the internal stance too. 5. Subconscious is a literal executor. The subconscious doesn't joke. It doesn't get sarcasm. It doesn't recognize, I was just saying that. If a person constantly repeats, I'm a failure, just don't screw up, something always goes wrong with me, they program themselves for corresponding behavior. This isn't magic. It's neuropsychology. The brain forms strong neural pathways around repeated thoughts. Repetition equals reinforcement. Reinforcement equals automatic reaction. Automatic reaction equals habitual result. 6. Why not keeps you in the past. Negation is almost always tied to past experiences. I don't want betrayal again. Betrayal already happened. I don't want to be without money again. Painful experience exists. I don't want disappointment. You already endured it. By forming requests this way, you base your reality on old fear. If you want a new reality, you can't build it from past pain. Ask yourself, what do I choose instead? 7. How to rephrase correctly. A simple formula. Remove not. Ask, what do I want to feel? Phrase it positively and in present tense. Add specificity. For example, instead of, I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck, say, I create stable income that covers my needs and allows me to save. Instead of, I don't want conflicts, say, my relationships are filled with respect and understanding. Instead of, I don't want to be unhappy, say, I feel joy and inner support. Your formulation should create expansion, not tension. 8. A small practical experiment. For 1 week, track your phrases. Every time I don't want appears, pause. Rewrite it as I choose or I create. After a few days, you'll notice changes. Speech changes. Thinking changes. Behavior changes. Focus of attention changes. And with it, results change. 9. The key takeaway. It's not superstition. The universe isn't punishing wrong phrasing. The question is, what do you hold your attention on? Life doesn't respond to negation. It responds to direction. You cannot arrive where you're not looking. Every time you feel like saying, I don't want, ask yourself, what do I really want? And phrase it accordingly. Words are not just sounds. They set focus. Focus equals vector of your reality. If this resonates with you, write in the comments one phrase you're ready to rephrase today. Perhaps it's the starting point for your biggest changes.